In this video, we are going to show you how to use the eMAM panel in Adobe Premiere Pro. In previous videos, we showed you how to install and configure the panel on your local workstation. We also showed you how to create an eMAM project and rough cut sequence, which can then be imported into the Premiere Pro project. In a production workflow using eMAM, it does not matter if you ingest all the assets into Premiere Pro first or into eMAM. The panel workflow allows you to manage your media in either situation. Let's first show you how it's done when you ingest your media into eMAM and import media links into Premiere Pro via the panel. You have learned how to ingest media, add it to a category or project, create a rough cut sequence, and add subclips to a timeline. With all that in place, you are ready to import your media links to the originals into a Premiere Pro project. Let's open Premiere Pro and create a project name called Sample Project. This is only a placeholder for now. If your eMAM panel is not open, select it from the Windows extension menu and place it on your Premiere Pro workspace. Click on the eMAM panel and select the eMAM project you want to import. In this case, we are going to import My Project. Select the project and click the Import button. The panel will prompt you to check out the project. This will limit other eMAM users from opening or changing the eMAM project. Your name will be added as the user that has checked out the project. You or your administrator will need to check back in the project at some point so others can use the project. We will show you how this is done later in the video. You can also lock a project in the panel, keeping others from altering the eMAM or Premiere project. You will have the option to localize the media for offline editing. You can localize the original media or a proxy version if available. This workflow is only used when remote editing is required. If you are on a local network and connected to your files, there is no need to localize the media. Click OK and the eMAM project will be imported into the Premiere Pro project. You will notice that the name of the Premiere Pro project is now My Project. You will have a choice to save your Premiere Pro project as My Project, or you can save as a new Premiere Pro project name. If you save the Premiere Pro project as a new name, you will keep the eMAM project intact with the name My Project for others to import into their own projects. We will show you how to save as new name later in the video. In your project, you will see the rough cut sequence and media that was assigned to the eMAM project. At this point, you can add additional media from eMAM or from a local source. Let's search for media managed by eMAM and import them into the Premiere Pro project. First, search for media by category. In the eMAM panel, click on the Categories tab. In the search field, type the first few letters of the category name you are looking for. Select the category, and you will now import all media assigned to that category or select media inside a category. Once you have selected the media, click Import. Searching for individual media, click on the Assets tab. You can search using Quick Search, Manage Search Filter, Sort Filter, or Order By. When adding text to the Quick Search field, a pull-down list will appear. It will list the assets' names based on the letters you typed. Select the video you want to import. Before you import, double-click on the asset and preview the video or image. You may also want to expand your panel to view the asset in a larger window. The default tab will be Preview. Click Play to view the media. Clicking the Metadata tab will reveal the metadata associated with this asset. You can update the metadata as needed. Clicking the History tab will reveal the history of the asset, like when it was ingested, updated, archived, and so on. Clicking the Comments tab will allow you to view and add comments to the asset. Clicking the Approval tab allows you to send out a review and approve request to internal and external users. Clicking the File version allows you to view the number of versions available or to select the latest version of the asset. Click the X in the upper right-hand corner of the Asset Options window to close it. Select one or more assets to add to your project and click Import. Once you have completed your edits, click on the Projects tab. Click Save As and name your new Premiere Pro project My Premiere Pro Project. This will save your project in the specified folder location you set in the panel settings. Click OK and your new project will be saved. Next, click Export and you will be asked to complete a few steps before you proceed. First, select the files not already managed by eMAM to be ingested. eMAM will divide up what is and what is not already in eMAM. Select the sequences you would like to transcode and ingest into eMAM as a new asset. Select one or more preset formats the sequence will be transcoded into. Next, select the proxy settings for all new files being ingested into eMAM. You have an option to use the Adobe Media Encoder or any other supported transcoder. Lastly, add project details, categories, user tags, and custom metadata. Click Add will start the ingest and transcode process. You can check the Adobe Encoder or eMAM dashboard for the status of your ingest process. Moving over to the eMAM user interface, you will now see the new project with the Premiere logo next to it. In the Project Version widget, you will see the same project with the Premiere project as the first version. Premiere editors can now use the panel to open a project and then select the version they want to edit with. Each time they export a project back to eMAM, they will be asked to add a version note. eMAM will continue to add and manage each version saved. Now let's talk about how to create a project in Premiere Pro and export the project to eMAM, where media and the project files will be managed by the eMAM system. In Premiere Pro, create a new project. Import media from a local source into the Premiere project. Use the normal method to import any local media, and upon exporting the project back to eMAM, you will be asked to add the new files to the eMAM system. Remember, you can also search for and use media managed by eMAM in your new project. Your Premiere Pro project will be exported to the eMAM system with the new media and sequences added as new assets. Jumping over to the eMAM director, you will see the Premiere Pro project in all managed versions. Editors will use the panel to check out and open projects going forward. For more information about eMAM or other products and services, please visit our website at www.impressmam.com.